Hey there, and welcome back to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Griff.
And you messed it up, Griff, and I'm Baka.
Did I mess it up? I was thrown off by how
Well,
slow Chicken went through that.
I was trying. Okay, sorry, folks. I'm trying to. It's so long in between podcasts. I did it every week, and then it was every other week, and now it's every month. And my brain's a little slower on the intros. Hey everyone, welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. There we go. See, like I need to start doing like
You gotta
a
practice
starter
run it.
intro. Yeah, I gotta practice.
This is how
running.
this is how everybody knows how real our podcast is. There's no like rehearsals. We don't prep much aside from, hey everybody, here's the news articles that we're going to talk about this week. We don't discuss necessarily what we want to, like, what high points, and that's why sometimes the show seems so disjointed. But it's real, and that's important. We're being authentic.
and not AI.
It's definitely not AI.
Not yet. I'm just gonna eventually train one to be me, and then just set him here.
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
There's no me replacement.
There's also a lot of garbage AI, so no thank you.
I'd make my own AI.
What if
I
I
don't
like,
want to have to spend
I'd train it and raise it myself. I'm doing it already with a real one.
Can I just like put a cardboard cutout of me in front and then just use the AI voice to respond?
Okay, to be
That way
fair,
it's a
I feel like you
mixture
already
of
do
realism
that.
and.
I'm very anti-AI. I would just shut the podcast down, so sorry. No, you can't.
You could be
But
anti-AI.
think of all the money we could save by firing all these workers.
None of y'all get paid, so.
But there is a place in this world for aggregate machines.
Yes, aggregates are fine. I understand.
Yeah. I like using Google's little aggregate thing because they'll just pull up all the answers. Like if I ask a question, it pulls up all the answers, gives me a rundown, and gives me a link for where they find these things so that I can go. Like I like that because that's not like I'm not generating anything. I'm just bringing all of the information to one spot, and then I can use that information to learn or go and do research and see how other people talk about things, like for specific parts of my question or things like that. I don't care much for the talking or the automating things like that. I like using it to put things together.
I mean, AI should very much just be a tool to assist and never should be used to replace people in their jobs.
Completely agree. Completely agree. I think that's part of the problem is that we're taking it too far. But AI is going to be a topic and a discussion forever.
CEOs would say that we're not taking it far enough.
Well, okay. Where do we want to just go ahead and derail and jump straight into the news? Where would you like to jump into?
We could jump to basically from the last show all the way forward. Because Baka, Baka posted this one right after our last show. The USPTO has rejected Nintendo's controversial summon character and let it fight Pokemon patent after it was heavily criticized by IP lawyers last year.
Oh, apparently I didn't open
the United States Patent and Trademark Office. He posted it all the way to the top. He posted it like a week ago.
I forgot about that one.
I tell you to post things in there that we could. I was like, I'll post them in there. We'll talk about it. I was like, I like that article. Get it. You got to scroll all the way to the top of my links. It's right up there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my fault.
But yes, that is fantastic because it is so broad. It's unbelievable. Summon character and let it fight. Like you'd be going after WoW at that point because you're summoning your little pet battles. You're summoning a character and letting it fight.
Final Fantasy does that because you can summon and ride chocobos and things like that. And
yeah, like it like what do you mean summon character and let it fight? Like
Jade Cocoon was doing that. If you go back in gaming history, you are going to find other games that had mechanics similar to that came out even before Pokemon, and sorry, it's you can't really do anything with that anymore at this point. You're just kind of
no. It's way too broad of a term, so it's nice to see them kind of get struck down for that and Pal World gets to continue on, which is fine, and it's going to be nice to see some other games try their hand at that style too. So,
well, I mean, because of the Power World and everything else, I mean, it kind of seems like it's kind of forcing Nintendo to do something else with the Pokemon IP,
which is nice,
and try to, yeah, and actually, attempt to do, instead of just going, yeah, it's the same game as last time. We just gave you like 100 more Pokemon. Here you go.
It's lame.
The region is different.
Yeah, which is why I like that they came out with Pokopia.
Yeah,
Pokopia. Pokemon Legends, and the general and Pokemon Champions that they came out with.
There's a lot of talk with the Winds and Waves going to have, be changed up with how the gameplay and everything's going to work too.
Yeah, like they're probably. I've seen this rumor go around, or the theory going around, that they're going to redesign flying and surfing style, because they've done a lot of land travel in their previous games. Like, they keep it a lot of grounded and whatnot. And Wind and Waves is, flying and surfing. So that might be the gimmick, is travel style in this one. But I'm hoping for Pokemon. What is it? Pokemon, or Let's Go Johto or something like that. I'm still holding out for something like that, because I think a Pokemon Let's Go version.
They would have to do 2 different versions, so I don't think it would be Let's Go Johto.
No, it would be like Let's Go Hoot Hoot. That's
no, I would think it'd be one of the starter Pokemons or something. Or Let's Go Ho-Ho and Let's Go Lugia.
You could do that one. You could do that. Definitely could do that.
It's on the gold and silver theme.
I like it. I'm sold. We're doing it. All right. We've already got people working on it.
I mean, honestly, I forgot to put it in, but I read an article, I want to say a week or so ago, that someone was talking about like an ex-employee basically confirmed rumors that Nintendo, with a lot of the games, already has some of them made and just sits on them and waits for the right time to release them.
That would not surprise me, seeing as how easy the games like that could be made, because you just basically copy paste the models. Once you have, I'm sure they have a whole department working on models for all of the Pokemon, and then you just go, I need this group of models, or I want to put these Pokemon in this game. Then you've already got Pokemon models.
It wasn't even just Pokemon that they do it with either. It's like some other Nintendo games as well. Like they have other actual Nintendo games just kind of sitting back on the shelf until they can go, this is a good time to release this one.
I think you could only do that for so long, because then they start looking more dated, or they're.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, they eventually get released, but the point is before they actually even get announced and released, most of them are either finished or so near finished before they even get announced or released.
That would not surprise me.
On the back burner so that way they can release it when they go, this is a very good time to release it because of hype behind this or whatever.
That makes me wonder if they generate hype before they announce things, like bring up old games or start kind of paying sponsors to bring things back around. Because Capcom, I know, does that too. Like they'll start whenever the Resident Evil game is close, they'll start kind of getting Resident Evil back out there, and then they'll announce it. Then they'll release it right afterwards. Which, to be fair, is smart, because some of these early access games, or like Fable, they'll announce it, and then 15 years later, they'll be like, "Here it is," and everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, that's right."
I forgot about you,
and
but
the hype just fades away, but. Some of these other companies have this kind of 6 to 8 month window where it's time for hype. Like, you build it up, you get it hot, and then you release it while everybody's still interested. Because I can't remember the Halloween.
And then other companies like to go, here's a little teaser of what we're going to release. Here's the title of it. All right, we'll see you in 10 years. Elder Scrolls. No.
Yeah, it's true. Here's a teaser. We'll see you
Elder Scrolls 6, everybody, getting hyped. 10 years later.
I hate that, and I've mentioned it on several podcast episodes, so I'm sure everybody's just tired of hearing from me, but I hate that. Don't start announcing stuff and asking for hype unless you're getting closer to release. It just sucks a lot.
Yeah, it seems like games are getting better about that now, but especially AAA titles, but yeah.
Which
that's definitely.
I mean, we'll talk about it in just a little bit or next or whatever, but I know like Ubisoft just was like, oh, okay, you know those rumors about that Black Flag thing? Yeah, we're doing that July. So it's like right there. They went, oh, the rumors? Yeah, those are true. Also, like 2 months.
Yeah. See, I'm fine with that.
Yep. That is okay. You could have done that 6 months ago and it still would have been fine. I feel like 6 months, maybe a year if some stuff starts happening. But that's it.
You know, major bug or something.
Yeah, well, the Halloween game was announced in August of last year during the one of the little shows, and it releases in September of this year. So they got a year window to where they're kind of like slowly leaking stuff out to kind of show all the different parts of the game, which again is fine. Like a year is probably about as far out as you want to announce a game. And Halloween's at 13 months, which is pushing the line. But I mean, you're right before Halloween too, so you're gonna get that. Horror games have a little bit of leeway because they get a whole month that they're like the top dogs, so they get a free month of hype. Where not a lot of other games have. Like, there are no Christmas games, I guess.
Christmas games?
Yeah, like like December doesn't get a free. Like, October is the only free hype month. It's horror games, and that's it. Like, none of the other months have a genre associated with them.
That's true. You are right. I mean, nobody even generally cares about, like, oh, games that are made for springtime. Because it doesn't matter. But you're right. Yes. Spooky month.
That's why it's like one of those weird things that horror games just get themselves a free month just because it's Halloween. And everyone's always in the spooky mood. But yeah, you definitely can't wait that long to announce a game and then 6-7 years later then release it. Ugh. Just don't even tell me about it. Just wait.
Yeah, just hold on to it. Well, I think some of it is like they want to generate the hype and everything, but they themselves are like super, I need to tell you about this thing. It's those people that, I got you this thing for your birthday. I know it's like 2 weeks from now, but I just wanted to tell you because I'm so excited. Just stop it.
Okay, let's see. You already brought up the Assassin's Creed thing, right?
Well, yeah, I just mentioned it. Yeah, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Yeah, which is pretty damn neat. They are changing it, which I think is probably going to fit a little better if you're going to remove the entire real world part of it and just turn it into a raw pirate game. Which kind of, in my opinion, slightly takes the connection out of it. Because, I mean, you're just playing...
To be fair, one of my biggest gripes about that game was not that it had the real world sections, it's that it had a real world section where the characters were talking to you directly as a player. No, they should have had another character after they got rid of Desmond. That whole Abstergo, going into the real world, trying to figure out what the connection was from this person that you're playing through their history of back in the day versus what's going on in current day. Like, that was really engaging, and I really liked it. And it was so jarring to go from, I really like Desmond, I'm really sad about what happened to him, to the people that knew Desmond, like Sean and them, are talking to you directly. It puts you into, from a third-person game, it throws you into the first-person perspective, and you're part of it. And I guess they were, like, trying a thing, but it did not work. And I don't think that means they should have cut all of the outside world thing. I think they should have introduced another character that was tied to, like, lineage of characters they had planned in the pipeline. But instead they just got weird about it and then got rid of it. So, like, none of the other ones really have anything as far as a connection to the real world stuff. Abstergo is just like not a thing we're dealing with anymore. You're just playing a historical fiction
like
now.
And that's a big sad for me, because I absolutely loved the lore of Assassin's Creed. It was so fascinating. This back and forth Templar assassin style, hunting you in the future, trying to use the past to find
that idea of
relics.
using the past to change the future was cool.
Good. Like, I liked it. It was deep. They had a lot of stuff around the background kind of building up, and then it's like, which I get it, like all of these new players, all of these new Assassin's Creed fans don't really care. Like, it hasn't been a thing forever. It has actually been part of less games than more of them.
I know.
It's just minor part.
It's like they disavowed one of the things where they came from, like part of the intrigue of what made it Assassin's Creed and why it's even called Assassin's Creed, instead of it just being like, yeah, you're just going to play a random assassin at a random point in time and it's historically sort of correct, I guess. You know,
that's the whole thing, is they got rid of like the intrigue, the lore, the story.
They made it very surface. And I'm not saying you can't tell good stories, because you can. And I'm not saying that all of the subsequent games were trash or anything. There have been some good ones, and there have definitely been some not good ones. But it just feels like it lost part of the series' identity and part of what you were trying to do as a whole. Like we were talking about the Viking game when it was in its heyday, Valhalla. It's like you didn't have to put the Assassin's Creed logo on that at all, but they did it because they want brand loyalty, but there's no brand to be loyal to. It's all just a bunch of, you're a new cool guy in this era, or girl, depending on which game you're playing. Go forth and shank some people. Does it have something to do with the games before and after it? I mean, this is all Earth, right? So kind of, right? They all exist here at some point in our timeline. Like, it just lost a lot of the magic. And I guess new people don't care. But, I am looking forward to playing the pirate one again. I enjoyed the game itself, and the gameplay is fun, but it just doesn't, the series doesn't tie me anymore.
Yeah, overarching story. And I think that kind of stuff on the outside of the game is what elevates games to a different standard. And like okay, Assassin's Creed sells itself by just the title, just the name alone. Like, people don't really care about each part of it, and every game is so self-pillared. Yeah, self-contained. And I think that does nothing but hurt in the overall. Like, you may have good sales in each pillar, but it doesn't really help your brand be big. Because all you are is it's like you're just pillars. That's it. You walk into a room, you just see a bunch of pillars, and that's it.
I feel like you're coasting on some of the stuff that you've done before that people aren't even familiar with. Like, you can, in certain subsequent games, you can like unlock Ezio's attire, and it's like the people that are playing that game are unlocking that without knowing who Ezio is, because they don't care. It's not part of an overarching, series where they're like, ooh, you know what, I'd like to go back and see what his part of the story was, because it's not part of the story. It's just a whole auxiliary back there thing. So,
and that's why Resident Evil does so well, is because they've got overarching things. Like, that 7 did well because it like rebooted the franchise, but also name dropped at the end, where people are like, yeah, I want to try this new one, and then it drops you at the end, and you're like, oh shit, it's connected. We're still in the same universe. It all is part of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're still overarching the story. You're still interconnected, which is what in my opinion makes entertainment in certain genres, certain titles and IPs so much better. Is that when you can talk about something that happened in game F that came from or affected from game B, and how like theorize how they kind of link together, or where game F is going to go in game M, like all of these different things makes it so much more fun or deep.
Mm-hmm.
Because it makes your community more active, have more conversations, more community driven.
I guess that's harder though, like that, because then the writers have to keep up with basically the entire lore Bible, because you've spanned so much time now. And I think
get a couple of writers who are going to write your story for you. Yeah, well, that's definitely true. But hell, you have AI now. Just put in all the fucking stories and have it basically bullet point all
Stop
your
suggesting AI should do anything. Don't even like jokingly be like, wouldn't it be funny if? Because some dipshit's gonna be like, yeah, that'd be great. Let's fire all the writers. We can just have AI do it.
It being a tool is to do that is what it's supposed to do. Bullet point information,
Bullet point information that then goes to, well, it can do the next step too. Why don't we just do that?
That's fine. If they're already doing that regardless.
Don't open that door. It's just, but I mean, it's Pandora's box. It's already open. It's already open, and we're gonna just get. We already have AI Slop books. We're getting AI Slop games. That's on the list. So as soon as developers feel like it's beneficial to them to fire their staff and keep like 15 people in an AI running, that's where we'll be.
Not wrong.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know, but having a conversation, you can't get rid of it. It's never going to happen, and you could be upset about it as it is. But understanding how to use a tool, it's like being mad if somebody uses a hammer the wrong way. Yeah, don't use the hammer that way. It's stupid. It's not the way you're supposed to use it, and it's going to blow up in your face eventually.
Yeah, but turning the hammer around backwards doesn't save you a bunch of money, and that's what matters in these.
But it's not going to save them a bunch of money in the long run. They're saving money now, but in 20 years from now, it's going to have blown up in their face.
Well, 20 years from now,
someone remind me in 20 years. Remind me 20 years. I'll come back to this one like I did. Is this 2026? So I'll be 66. Yeah, remind me. Or no, 56. But remind me. But yes, you can use it as an aggregate, right? That's technically what it's supposed to be used for. So you can use it to put information together.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or are we not supposed to use it at all?
No, but I mean, like, suggesting that it needs to be the thing that ties all of your stuff together and keeps your running thing in the background is one step away from, hey, it's already got all of the information, why don't we just let it do the thing?
Because you just said that having a lore Bible would be too hard for people.
As in, they would not put forth the effort. Not as in, it is impossible to do. It is entirely possible. In fact, look at things like Baldur's Gate, which has so many branching things that the developer accounted for. Like, it is entirely possible.
Right,
but a company like Ubisoft is going to be too lazy to do that.
Well, yeah, nothing I
mean, not only the branching of it in the game, but also the fact that they had to go through and years and of just lore and from books and everything else that they utilize in the game, and also from previous games of Baldur's Gate and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they went through and they did their homework.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm not talking about just like Ubisoft. Like, Ubisoft, of course, is going to be a shit company, but then you have people like Larian Studios who are going to do it the right way. So yes, companies can do it. And I mean, even Baldur's Gate used the tool to try it out, because all companies do. It's a new tool. They're going to try it. Some like it, some don't, and that's fine. Some figure out a proper way to use it. Like, it's and the people who figure out a proper way to use it aren't going to use it just to fire everybody.
Okay. I mean, I'll concede that. That's fine. We'll see.
We definitely will. And the people who did use it to fire everybody will definitely eat it later.
Mm.
What?
Okay. We'll see. I mean, I can't tell you what the future is. So, I can tell you that Assassin's Creed's coming out on July 9th, by the way. So if you want to play that, they are cutting out all of the real world stuff that is in the trash bin, if you will. And then I think that they've even added a couple of scenes to kind of bridge some gaps that to fill in where some of the real world stuff was, but I don't know for sure if that's true. I think I heard that though. But it's not getting the DLC though, they said. The stuff that came with Black Flag. So don't expect that. Which is kind of sad. Because I feel like if you're going to remake it, you might as well. Alright?
Yeah, no, right. But that's Ubisoft. They'll just sell it back to you later.
Right now, they've said they're not going to do anything with it at all, I don't think. But I would not be surprised because I don't really think that that's a company you can trust. So,
yeah,
is what it is.
But the rumors on top of that is that they are fully remaking the original Assassin's Creed game too.
Yes, which I mean makes sense because there was a version for the 360, and you could play it on the Xbox One and One S or something like that, but not anywhere else as far as modern stuff goes. So that'd be pretty cool. But then it puts you back into the same conundrum. Are they going to cut the real world stuff out of that?
If I had to guess, yes. And then
what a tragedy, because the Desmond stuff was so good.
And then when they redo the Assassin's Creed trilogy, they'll get rid of all the real world stuff out of that one too, so that they don't have to worry about the real world stuff anymore.
It just makes so much more sense about what you're doing and everything, and why this specific person. And I mean, I kind of liked that, but whatever. I guess I'm an old person. And
for the original trilogy, I think it worked great and fine. It's just when they went into where it's like, all right, you're just going to be generic employee and you have no actual real world relations to this person. We're just kind of...
Yeah. I thought that was kind of...
Yeah, you control them.
That sucks.
Because then there's no like connection with it. It's just like, all right, we're just using your body to...
Yeah, because before,
they're data farming, basically.
Yeah, previously it's like we need specifically Desmond because he is an ancestor of these people, of Ezio and Altair and things like that. And now it's like everybody can just live everybody else's life, and Abstergo has managed to make it that way so that they can sell it like a video game, and you can just VR your way into whatever. And it's just less fun, I think. But I like really, really story-rich, complicated tales and things like that, but I guess that's just me.
I'm pretty sure it's not just you. Oh, of course my alarm goes off. What?
Why do you have an alarm set for today at this time?
For today?
To annoy you specifically?
Apparently.
Probably.
I already did that once.
Well, what else would we like to talk about? I was looking through and seeing if anything else even closely related to...
Well, I mean, if we're talking about remaking, they're doing Halo 1 and 2 remakes, apparently?
Yeah.
Well, they're doing the Halo 1 remake guaranteed.
Yeah, that's campaign evolved. That's already on
Halo
the
campaign
docket.
evolved.
But 2 and 3 are definitely happening according to a leaker, which I don't know. I feel like you probably don't need a leaker to tell you that. I feel like that's kind of just where we're at. If they're going to commit to the first one, they're probably going to do 2 and 3, because...
I still find it weird that they're going back and remaking the first one anyway, because it's like we already have the Master Chief Collection. They already went through and updated the graphics, and
that was a remaster. There's a difference between, and we have had this debate before.
Yeah, remaster, remake.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
They are rebuilding this game and
Yes.
telling mostly the same story, but are changing things to fit better. Like,
I mean,
that's like Halo 1, 2, and 3. They're kind of each individual game. But now when you are remaking them, it's a trilogy. You can write the story more specifically to fit a trilogy.
Well, and they're also
you make
like
one game, don't know if you're ever going to get a second.
they'll be adding the brutes into Halo 1, which they weren't there because I think that Bungie had not planned yet what all of the different things were going to be.
That's the point.
So they're making it more connective.
Consistent.
Because, I mean, like, we played Reach, which came out after 3, but was set before 1, and it had, brutes and things like that, and things that didn't appear in the first game, and it's like, well, that's kind of weird that they wouldn't send some of the big ones, right?
You could easily debate that the brutes didn't get there yet.
I mean, that's true. You could just be like, they didn't really think that was going to be too much of a threat. Like, they were kind of chasing the Cortana thing, but they figured, they've already beaten down the humans. It's not a big deal.
Well, pretty much. They completely destroyed the last Reach. Nothing much left.
Yeah. We'll just send the Covenant, like, as the elites and grunts and junk, and it should be fine, right? We don't have to bring out the big guns. And then it's like, oh, maybe we do. Maybe that Master Chief guy is kind of more of a problem than we thought. I don't know. I mean, I think it's an interesting concept. I don't want them to intrinsically change the stories. I definitely don't want them to try to write it in a way that caters to the TV show that got canceled.
Ugh, no.
Right? Like
Watch, they're going to.
Some artistic license is fine. You want to make it so that there's mentions of what happened on Reach, because that'd be a fresh thing. Okay, cool, but maybe don't bring in Clapster Cheeks.
They're gonna have a cutscene where they remove Master Chief's helmet, and then so that way they can tie it to the TV show in a way and go, look, see, this Master Chief removed his helmet. Do you guys want to go back and watch the show now, right?
No.
Do not give them the idea to take off, because I can absolutely see them doing that in a remake. This is a new universe. This is a new time. Master Chief, we can make him the face of the Halo franchise again.
They're probably going to give him more voice lines in the first game.
They're going to make him the face, literally, by taking off his helmet.
But making him talk a lot more, like...
Tell me you have no idea what made your franchise great without telling me.
He's going to, like, sit around with a cup of coffee, holding his helmet in one hand and coffee in the other, and he's going to have casual conversations with all the people before he puts his helmet back on to go running out to go fight.
Stop it. I hate you.
Ugh.
You mentioned the TV show Mass Effect got mandated to rewrite the scripts for their show to make it more appealing to non-gamers, by the way.
It's kind of like what Halo did in a way, and
yeah, so far straying from your source material, like super far from your source material, is paying off dividends, I guess. It's not, but people like to pretend, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand why you would do that. Like, let's forget the fan base that actually made this franchise what it is. Let's not worry about them. We're going to worry about all of these people who have no idea what it is and probably don't care. We need to loop them in somehow. So get them. So weird. Such a weird choice, I think.
Yeah, it's terrible. But whatever. It's not written for me, apparently.
Yeah, as long as it's taking place in a whole other part of the world that doesn't have anything to do with Shepard, then I guess it doesn't matter as much. But that has yet to be seen.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sorry, I'm pasting article things into the thingy thing so that I can keep up. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Although I do worry that they are going to try to make it about Shepard, because they're trying to cast a young Colin Farrell type male, 30 to 39. It's like, okay, so that's Shepard, so we're going to go male Shep. And then they're also casting a co-lead alien female character requiring prosthetics, 34 to 39. So, Liara. And a human female providing a parallel narrative from Earth. Okay, so... interesting. I don't know. And a male wrestler type soldier, 30 to 49. Are they writing in Vega? He's not that old. I mean, not that 30 is old, but Vega was relatively young. Now I have no idea what they're doing with this series.
It's probably Shep and Ashley.
Parallel.
Well, they want it to be the
narrative,
yeah, but Ashley's not.
So a male
you think that
Shepard and a
matters?
female Shepard.
They're gonna go with the twins theory. That's the perspective from Earth. Is
one takes like certain characters from the franchise, and the other one takes the others.
I don't know, man. I have no idea what they're doing.
Or they just see which one people respond to the best, and then they cut one, and then just start following like one.
You vote on who ends up. One of them ends up dying at the end of season 1.
Well, or yeah, that could work too. Just like, well, No one's responding to the male shepherd very well. Everyone likes the female shepherd story better, so we're gonna kill the male shepherd, and then the female one's just gonna take over, and it's gonna be like a whole revenge plot. People love the revenge plots, right?
Yeah. Don't worry. Then we're gonna subvert expectations and kill female Shep at the end of season 2 and bring back male Shep because we're gonna put them back together. In season 3, and then season 3 is gonna be all about putting female Shep back together.
Stop it! I don't like that you're giving them ideas.
Oh yeah, like they listen to our podcast.
Keep going.
You never know. Oh my god, I don't. I don't know. That's weird. Also,
some little writer in Hollywood just secretly listens to us and never says anything. Just takes our ideas and runs with it.
Since we're talking about auxiliary, not necessarily the game, but a media about game, Bloodborne's getting a movie. It's a movie for a game as big as Bloodborne. Sure, I guess 2.5 hours is gonna be fine. But yeah, it's animated. It's gonna be R-rated and co-produced by Jacksepticeye.
Isn't he the one? No, wait, no, that was the one who just did that.
I mean,
that movie.
I mean,
he apparently knows a ton about Bloodborne, which is fine. But I'm just wondering how you condense that and distill that into a movie, like with movie runtimes usually being 2.5 hours, at most.
Probably going to bait it and try to get as many movies as you can out of it. Just focus on like one big, yeah. But I mean, like Bloodborne is a big series. Like people have been asking for a remake of that one, either to go onto the PC or for PS5, but it's still stuck back on PS4.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking for this to basically push the need for the game to be remastered onto new stuff, new hardware.
You can absolutely make an animated film from Bloodborne. It would be just like Castlevania style.
I don't disagree, but I feel like
technically, I think it would be better as a series.
Yeah,
it would be, but I mean, this would be a way to kind of get your foot in the door. You don't have to commit.
So do you only get up to like the first boss wearing a pot on your head, no clothes?
Bloodborne?
That was
that was
Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls. Damn.
Girl, Bloodborne is different.
Bloodborne's the one with the fancy outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
but still,
giant,
that's not a
barber's.
That's not a short
knife.
one.
Yeah, like Bloodborne is great, fantastic. You got giant knives and guns and things like that, and you're fighting werewolves and crazy people.
That's gonna be...
Honestly, Bloodborne reminds me of a lot of an older game back on Dreamcast and PS1. I don't think Xbox ever got it. Called Nightmare Creatures.
I mean, that sounds like it would fit.
It might have been where they drew inspiration from.
But yeah, that was a really good, really good game. For its time, anyway.
I'm gonna guess this is gonna be, since it's an animation, I'm gonna guess this is gonna be on a streaming service, not we're releasing this in theater.
Probably. If Sony does love their streaming services, so.
Because I mean, they're also working on that Helldivers movie, and the Zelda movie is also a Sony property.
Yeah. I think Sony got
Sony
that
Pictures, yeah. I mean, it's not a Sony game, obviously. It's not like on PlayStation or anything, but
I wouldn't be surprised if Sony tried to make some kind of deal with Nintendo to go, hey, we'll help you with this, but we would like to put a Legend of Zelda game on the PlayStation. Like, last time Nintendo tried to put one of their properties on another console, it did not turn out very well at all. Especially Legend of Zelda.
Oh. When did they do that?
The Philips CDI.
Oh.
Two of them. There was a game where you play as Zelda, and then there was another one. And they are so bad, they are not even considered part of the canon timeline whatsoever.
Shocking.
Like, Nintendo, like, disavows all knowledge of those games.
Shocking.
Shocking. So much so.
Well, also another game going to movies that has a franchise already. But this is by a different director, so we'll see where that goes. Is Resident Evil. They're getting, a new movie that's supposed to be more horror-centric.
Very horror-centric. Zach Krieger, I think that's how you say his name. The new face of horror right now. This was announced like a month ago. After director Zach Krieger jokes fans may crucify him if his movie reboot fails to crack the Resident Evil code. And last week, he gave us the first teaser trailer of it, and it is modern, Griff, but it's a modern retelling of the original Raccoon City Outbreak.
So it's not going to be 1998?
It's not going to be 1998. I think it's going to be 2028.
Boo!
Or 2026 or whatever.
I liked it better when it was going to be coinciding with the actual timeline. That makes me less...
But I think it is. Like, I think that it is. Like, Resident Evil 2 would take place in modern time.
Okay.
But, like, they're taking it from 30 years ago and moving it to now. Like, the Raccoon Outbreak will happen now. Leon, if he is in this series, would be now. Like, all of the same characters will be here. It's just kind of like almost like a soft reboot soft reboot to modernize them and kind of make Leon young again, so that you can kind of tell the story from 2026 and on. And like you get another 30 years where you get to have Leon.
Grip needs that shirt. Make Leon young again.
No, I can respect him aging.
Yeah, but yeah, the trailer, the teaser trailer looks good, like good. This is not main character. This is none of your big hero characters. It's just some random dude who gets caught up on a bad day, like our Leon. But yeah, it's definitely very, very, very horror centric. And I haven't watched his other two movies, but apparently he likes dark doorways. And this one has a dark doorway in it too that is just unsettling as hell.
I mean, that sounds kind of neat and all, but if you really, really start thinking about it, if you were to bring the Resident Evil instance into modern times, like, there's definitely some things you got to start accounting for, like, someone would have tried to leak the information about what was going on and under Umbrella and things like that. Granted, yeah, we've seen at this point now that a lot of people are just not going to believe any of it, and they're just going to be like, whatever. But
yeah, I know. I was about to say, you expect anybody to actually believe this?
But it's just going to be interesting things that you're going to have to like kind of put into the movie in order to like kind of modernize it a bit.
Yeah. Because he's got a cell phone that he's using for a flashlight and whatnot.
Yeah, because I was going to say, everyone's got cell phones now. When the outbreak actually really does start taking place, people are going to be posting that crap on social media, and obviously they're going to be standing there like idiots recording instead of running.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is that it doesn't matter what year it is, people are still dumb.
At least back then they had an excuse of being like, well, I mean, most people actually probably ran, but
yeah, I know, right? Back then
it was a little too late.
Nowadays, we gotta just stand there and get our videos. But yeah, it looks interesting. I'm very interested to see where very curious. Good. I was looking for another word for it. Very curious to see how he's going to tell the story and if he is going to connect it to the overall Resident Evil universe. His new universe is what I'm going to consider that. Is that this is his universe, and if he does well enough, if Capcom will give him the reins to kind of run free in this.
We'll see. Well, I mean, September. It's coming out in September, so we'll find out.
September 18th, I think, is when it's releasing.
Yep. Right after your birthday.
Yep, right after the Halloween game too.
Look, you're gonna have to pick, okay?
I know, right? Oh, it's the Halloween game.
Okay, well there you go. We'll catch the movie on streaming when it gets there, right?
Maybe, or I'll just go by myself. Deuces.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye. All right. There is another movie. Let's see.
Is there where?
Let's see. There was Elden Ring.
Oh, yeah, Elden Ring's film budget is well over 100 million.
Big money.
Like, you must be out your mind. This is not, I don't think this is going to pay off. You're spending that much money. I don't know what, this is not going to pay off for you.
Yeah, I think it will.
It's too niche.
I think it'll be fine.
It's too niche of a, it's going to be too niche of like a movie thing.
It depends on how they do the fight scenes. If the fight scenes are fucking top notch, if you get choreography that is top tier.
I see what you were saying. Disagree. Agree with Baka, because the story's going to be hard for most people to understand. You're cutting it down into a film, so it's definitely going to rush through some stuff, and it is dark and gritty. I think things like Lord of the Rings was a big overall hit because it had darker parts, but it was not overall a dark, gritty, disturbing tale.
It was not like rated R dark.
Yes,
style.
it was a more digestible franchise that you could get into versus Elden Ring, which is pretty fucked up and dark. And that's not gonna have the mass appeal.
I wouldn't really say that it's fucked up and dark. Like, it is, especially Elden Ring. Like, it is crazy. Like, it definitely has some interesting lore and stylized to it, but fucked up and dark, I definitely would not like.
They're gonna have to pick and choose what storylines they follow. And
I was gonna say they're gonna have to pick a storyline and stick to it. But for fucked up and dark, I'm gonna lean more towards like something like Chronos or Dead Space is fucked up and dark, and this one's more of like an action fighting adventure game with a horribly convoluted story that is pretty good if you play it about 32 times and you can finally understand what some of the damn words mean, because other than that, it's just so complicated. There's so much. It's crazy. But yeah, like Baka said, you're gonna have to pick a storyline to try to make a movie out of.
Yeah.
But it has to be the choreography. Like, you got to make these fight scenes look so goddamn cool that people are like, I gotta watch it. It just looks cool. And of course, if they do, the campfire or your soul gets reborn, your main character is gonna die, and then they're gonna be reborn. So that'll be interesting to see how they put that into movie mechanics. But yeah, it's.
I can already see them playing a comedic kind of a thing with that in order to get that point across of like the main character being killed over and over again by the same monster, and he keeps just popping back up, and it's just a little montage of it.
Yes, I bet it, depending on how the beginning of the game starts to play, like if it is just like a character who spawns up in the world and they're just trying to get their bearings and they walk out into this big fantastical world and they just get completely ran down by this crazy dude in armor on a horse that just gets completely mowed over. They're like, what the fuck? The hell just happened? They walk out and get mowed down again. They're like, okay, I got this time. And they walk back out, they back up, the horse runs by, and it's like, okay, I got this time. Like, you can break that kind of serious tension. But we'll see. We will see. It's gonna be a big project.
Of course, the other downside to that is if they do that, then it also establishes, like, for the fights and things like that, there's no real tension for the character. It's gonna be like, well, if he dies, he'll just come back and whatever.
Yeah. Like, once you've set that as a precedent, in video games, like, we understand, but it's still the tension of getting in there and trying not to use all of your consumes and things like that. Like, there's still plenty of tension knowing that we will respawn or go back to the checkpoint, but it does, I feel like, not translate as well into a movie.
Yeah, which is why I'm interested to see how they will do that, because it's lore reasoned. Like, there's a reason for it. It's not a game mechanic. That's why it's interesting, because it's a lore based thing. Like, your soul is different than a normal person's.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it still gets rid of a lot of tension that way, though.
Well, I mean, as a player, you're just like, okay. I mean, you keep dying to the same damn thing, you just leave. You're like, I'm not going to sit here for another 4 hours trying to fight something that I can't beat.
Yeah, I mean, true.
So, yeah, I'm down with it. I'm very curious to see how this does, and I will wait for it to come to the streaming before I watch it, because movies are too expensive to go to. But yeah, another movie that I'm curious to see how it goes.
Well, that's it's gonna be something, I guess. We'll see.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's the idea of throwing a ton of money at it does not mean that it is going to be a successful movie.
Well, they can do a lot of CGI or get the decent enough actors to kind of really portray things really well. So.
Oh man.
I don't even know how much the Mario movie took to cost.
A lot, I'm sure.
Probably not 100 million though.
I don't know. Chris Pratt's in it.
Yeah.
What's his salary like?
Yeah, Baca actually more than 100 million. It was 110 million to make it.
I mean, it's all CGI and it's got some big names attached to it, so.
Yep. So, it's the earnings exceeded over 800 million globally, so it's already an absolute commercial success.
Well, there you go.
So, cool.
What do we want to go back to talking about game stuff instead of just movies and TV stuff? I guess.
Well, it's because our medium is starting to spread into other mediums.
The worlds are colliding.
Which is neat, because it's movies and shows are just a different way of telling the stories that we play in games with different rules. So.
True. I guess we were talking about scary stuff and the horror movie stuff with Resident Evil, and that's kind of adjacent to scary game stuff. And Bloober Team is expanding their leadership, which is pretty cool. Look, okay, it was a stretch. It was the best I could do.
Hey, not bad.
They're expanding their leadership and also talking about some of the stuff that they're working on. Well, not necessarily some of the stuff they're working on, but how many things they're working on, which is kind of wild. So they're expanding the leadership, which is cool. But apparently they're also working on 7 different titles right now. And I think 2 of them are first party, and then the
2
other
are first party single player games.
Yeah, the other 5 they're like co-creating with other companies, which cool, but that's still that's ambitious. That is, Bloober Team's not a huge studio, and having 7 irons in the fire, even if, only 2 of them are your mains, that's still a lot of stuff happening. I do not want them to, like, stress their people out and burn down, basically. Burn down due to burnout.
250 people.
For
how many employees they have?
For 2 main projects and 5 side projects. That's wild. Which one of them is Layers of Fear? Layers of Fear
2.
3.
Layers of Fear 3.
Yes. Layers of Fear 3 is part of it. And then I don't think it says what else they're working on specifically. So I don't know, but that's wild. I mean, I'm glad they're growing and moving into a bigger limelight. I think they did a great job. I feel like their evolution as a studio has been pretty fun to watch. 'Cause I mean, like, they've definitely grown since their first couple of forays, and I feel like every time they put a game out, they learn something from it and then take it to the next. So, also don't rule out a Chronos sequel. I haven't played the first one yet. I'm sorry, I'm not made of money or time at this point. So I have to be very particular about what gets new purchase funds.
Mm-hmm.
But that's on my list, and when I can pick it up on sale, I'm going to get it and play it. Because I have heard great things about it, and I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. It definitely looks pretty good. And we'll get it eventually.
Yes. Well, and I imagine it's probably going to end up being one of those things where it's a game that I want to play, and then we're going to pick it up just in time for you to start streaming again, and you're like, I'll just stream it. And you'll get to play it in its entirety before I do.
Usually not how that works.
Yeah. Gotta get my backup computer working.
Yeah, I know.
Right there.
I love that you pointed out the one that's got
the croc on it.
Yeah.
Not my croc.
We wouldn't have them if we didn't have a child. I know they're cool and all, but I just can't.
They're not cool.
They're trendy. How about that?
There you go. That's the right word. Trendy.
Trendy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, trendy.
I'm just gonna mention the Dragon's Dogma 2 thing because it's kind of a small deal, but yeah, Dragon's.
Well, I think it's gonna be a big deal.
It got a large patch, like a large mysterious patch for its 2nd anniversary, and then of course everybody in the fandom freaked out about whether or not it was getting DLC, and they're analyzing the picture.
Did it actually get the patch?
Yeah, it got a patch, but it
said it updates. It got a hefty update on Steam DB, which means it was one of those things where Capcom sent it to Steam and was like, "Hey, this is the update that we're planning on putting out." I don't know if it was updated but it's only, on Steam.
It's only 12 gigs. I feel like it's cosmetics.
That's huge.
I don't know, man. I guess, okay, 12 gigs, depending on what game it's attached to, because you say it's huge, but if it was attached to something like Call of Duty, which base game is 100 gigs, no, it's not. It just kind of depends on what it is.
I mean, if you read the article, it says that...
It's attaching to a 65 gig game.
Yeah, so that's an extra. For reference, Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree expansion download had approximately 16 gigs. So for one of the biggest expansions ever released, it was 16 gigs, and this is 12 gigs for an update. And who knows how much other writing it does underneath, because that could be a compressed download too. So when you download it, your computer opens it up and it's like, well, we got to fix all this because you got your downloading files, then you have your installation.
Wow.
It could be massive.
I got to admit, I'm glad I did not purchase this game on its launch, because I'm still waiting to see, one, what this is going to be, and two, if they're going to give it the original Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen treatment, because that's where you got like your actual in-game stuff, and everything I have read about this game is like, it looks great, but it's missing so much. Like, there's no difficulty options, there's no like end-game content necessarily. It's just, the world feels it's big but empty. So it's one of those where it feels like they made an open world game for the sake of making one without actually populating it. And just, unlike Bloober Team, who seems to learn from their previous projects and bring that information into the new, I don't feel like they did that with Dragon's Dogma. I don't think Capcom did that.
That's why I think this big patch is just the first step, and at Summer Games Fest, we're going to get Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen.
Maybe, but I know that when this game launched, the director of the game was very up in his feels about, this game's not getting DLC, it's perfect as is, and if you don't like it, you don't get it kind of deal.
I also know that Capcom does not handle that kind of shit. Like, they will be like, all right, bro, fix the game.
Well, I hope so, but
Capcom has been hitting too much to not take this opportunity to hit again.
Well, especially since the first game is like a cult classic, basically. So it's got a huge following. Much. Dark Arisen is like super lauded. I don't know why you would be like, yeah, we're not going to take that route this time, but I guess we'll see. I think even on Steam, it's still got, let me look, I think it's still got like mixed reviews.
It is, it's mixed. Are
you looking at it? Okay.
Yeah, I just looked at it.
So I'm glad I've held off. I really did enjoy the first one though. I have like 100 and something hours through one playthrough on that one. Dark Arisen's on sale right now, by the way. I don't know how long it's going to be on sale, but it's on sale for like 85% off.
If you don't have it, get it. It's great. It's a little aged, but
this one's 58% off right now. It's aged, but it still needs your hardware to be pretty good. I won't lie to you. Like, there's so much, I guess, so many systems that it's trying to run in the background that some of the stuff is incredibly taxing. But that's that. So we'll see. Everybody yelling about wanting to get DLC. Maybe they were not crazy people. We'll find out, I guess.
We'll find out soon, I'm sure. Yeah, because I don't know if it's been released yet.
What?
No, I was just looking around.
Oh, I thought you were looking for if something specific had been released.
No.
Oh man. All right. Where do you want to go from there? Because I don't have a great way to.
Dragon's Dogma. Well, we can just jump over to Microsoft real quick.
Okay.
Because their Xbox Game Pass is too expensive, and a leaked memo from the new CEO.
Yeah.
Which, we said that when they fucking did it the first time. We're like, hey,
raised it up to $30 right before a Call of Duty game came out, and Call of Duty's part of day one, which is like, oh, okay, so what you're doing is you're trying to offset the players that are no longer going to be buying your Call of Duty game by putting Game Pass, subscribers who never are going to play that game under more financial strain. Got it. Cool.
Yeah,
great plan.
It's definitely
great.
Definitely
plan.
not going to work out in the long run. Well, I could say it's definitely not working out for their long run. Because that's way too fucking expensive.
I know Phil Spencer was like, okay, we just want to make it so that everybody can play every Xbox game any way that they want to play it, anywhere, whatever. We want access. But I feel like that might have been a little naive to think that a subscription service could support that in the long run when you're putting all of your big day ones on the subscription service. Because I don't think that you would get that many people paying for the subscriptions as you would making that money off of the game proper, from players that actually wanted to play it. Plus it does, I guess, if it's one of those things where it's like, we have this much money to allot to put titles on Game Pass, you're taking a big chunk of it for a lot of the day one stuff.
I think they should have just moved on from the day one stuff and left, had a huge catalog of Xbox games for the decent price. And then if a third party company wanted to be like, hey, I want to put my game up there first day, that's your choice, go for it, cool. But Microsoft day one games, they need to stay off, have a year delay or something like that. Just so
unless it's a game that they have a feeling that is not going to do as well.
Yeah, but it could be on a per game, your decision making is per game, not across the board. They'll all be day one on there, because that was what it was, is across the board every Microsoft title would be a day one Game Pass title. And I think it cost them in the long run.
Oh yeah, it definitely did.
I think Phil's heart was in the right place for that, but it was just not something financially sustainable. Because you can't just keep jacking up the subscription price. Or exactly what did happen was going to happen. Everybody's like, $30 a month? Are you out your mind? No, I'll just buy the couple of games I want. Thanks. Have a nice day.
Yeah, that is
Cancel
the truth. $30 a month is nuts. You know how much I could get? You know how many games I can get on Steam for $30?
I think that's part of it too. Is you seem to misunderstand, because they've moved away from, which they've stopped, the This Is an Xbox campaign. They've turned that off, which was part of Phil's whole you can play any Xbox game anywhere from your mobile device to your PC to your whatever. We just want to get games in people's hands. But now they're like, yeah, that's not selling hardware or software. So we're going to cut that off. We're going to focus on the next Xbox platform that's coming out, which there is one coming out. And then we're going to probably start putting out day one exclusives on the console. You can purchase it for the console, and maybe through Steam, because that's still day one purchases versus a Game Pass, subscription thing. So I think that they had to really reevaluate a lot of that stuff. But Chicken's right. We can just get a bunch of stuff on Steam.
Yeah, I just bought a game on Steam for $1.81.
And I'll be buying a copy of it later. And we're going to play it together. It's going to be fun. But again, you pick and choose, and they don't go away. Those are games that will persist in our library versus Xbox has it for 2 months and then it's no longer there. Which I don't know how often they change out their catalog.
Yeah, I like a certain permanency for my money. If I'm going to buy something, I'm going to put money into it. I need something from it. Hours of entertainment is good, but I mean, if they can take that away from me, which they can, if I'm playing a game and they're like, well, now it's gone. Okay. Well, but if I buy a video game on Steam, it's mine.
Yeah.
Mostly forever.
You're not renting it. You've purchased it. The $30 a month is to rent their catalog, and if you're not done with it when they say they're done with it, I guess you can spend another $30 and buy it if that's what it costs, or $70 or whatever your title that you were playing costs. Yeah. That's a hard model to make work. Like, everything wants a subscription model these days, which Chicken just, he was telling Baka about it before the show, but Chicken just rebuilt a computer for a friend of ours over the weekend. And that was one of the questions in the Windows setup is, do you want to add Game Pass? And it's like,
you want a Game Pass on your freshly installed Windows?
Yeah, you guys are
putting ads everywhere.
Mm-hmm. But I also think, because we were theory crafting about what do you do about changing the price of Game Pass, I think ads. I think you have like a low dollar tier where you will have access to the basic package for like a few dollars, but it either is one, when you start up your Game Pass, for the day or whatever, you open something up, you're going to start a game that you're playing from Game Pass, you have to watch a 5-minute block of ads, or they do it like TV shows where there are specific parts in a game where they, will probably, hopefully choose better than just ramming them in there at an hour point, but an ad will pop up that you will have to watch like 2 minutes of, and then it'll let you get back to your game because you're paying for the bottom tier, essentially. But I think ads are in the future for that. We can only make it more affordable if somebody else helps with the cost, and the ad companies are paying to be there, so that helps with the cost. So you pay $10.99 a month, but you also have to watch all of their garbage ads. Sorry, no skip button.
I think that would completely kill Game Pass. I feel so confident
I do, but I don't, because Netflix has a tier like that, and I think that that's probably what they're looking at is what other companies, subscription companies, have in their tiers.
There is a huge difference between movie and show entertainment versus video game entertainment.
I don't disagree, but
there's a long line of commercials in video format. Like, I mean, we've been watching commercials since TV was invented, We have never been interrupted in a video game for a commercial.
That doesn't mean that we
Short
won't
of
start.
mobile ads. Give me that one.
Does not mean that there is not a start point for that to happen.
You can absolutely have a start point, but I don't think it will last. It'd be the same thing as them increasing the price up to $30 a month. It's just gonna end up killing them in a different way.
I don't know. I think some people would be like, oh, when I boot up my game, it has a 5-minute ad block, but then I can just play it. That's fine. I'll just go get a snack while the game boots up, and I have to watch the ads.
That won't be enough. That 5-minute ad block won't be enough, because that's what they started trying to do on Twitch too. They used to just do ads at the beginning because they didn't want to interrupt. Now it's ads in the beginning. Now it's ads in the beginning and ads every 20 minutes. Now it's ads in the beginning, ads every 20 minutes, and randomly generated ads.
It'll probably be ads at the beginning, and pause screen will have banner ads.
I feel sorry for the folks who wear glasses, because it will become an inevitability where they start putting ads in your glasses.
I mean, they do
have your AR.
I never upgrade the things.
Oh, don't worry. Yours will get outdated, and when they eventually break, they're going to be like, sorry, we can't make any regular ones anymore.
Okay, so the last pair of glasses I had before this one, I had for 12, 13
don't worry.
years?
Don't worry. They're going to send out Pinkertons to find people who don't have AR glasses to break your glasses.
Little glasses gnomes sneak into your room at night and smash them if they're not the new ones.
100%. You want to talk about these scummy companies? They absolutely be doing that.
Well, I mean, I think that's where we're headed. Like the whole cyberpunk dystopia that we see so often, where there's just ads everywhere. And I'm not talking specifically Cyberpunk 2077. That's just how the genre is that dystopia is what we're working towards. I do not see a world like we already have ads plastered so many places all the time anyway. Like even Jeep's doing the thing now with the in their cars where the center console will play an ad when you're at a stoplight. Like, get out.
The moment somebody gets into an accident, that they will sue them. Oh,
well,
man,
theoretically, that's why it's only supposed to happen when they're at a stop, you know, so that it's...
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. And even though when somebody's at a stoplight, they're going to get, like, distracted by the ad and then take off and get hit and be like, I was watching the ad.
Well,
and it finished, so I thought it was time to go. And then the ads are going to be, untimed properly, and then someone's going to get... Yeah, that's like a free lifetime supply of money.
Hey, waiting. I mean, it's happening, so kind of see. I'm sure there'll be like a subscription service that you can pay for to opt out of it. Because, you know, got to make money somehow. You're either going to have to deal with the ads or pay us not to. Which maybe is where Microsoft's going to go. You'll either deal with the ads on the $10.99 size into the thing.
I love that you got on to me about, giving companies ideas about AI, and then you're sitting here like spewing out these vomit ideas about putting ads in the video games.
I just think that's where they're going. I think that look, video games take a lot of notes from what happens in the media industry in general. So like
what you're telling me is they're gonna stick AI into these games, and then they're gonna like monitor you and see how many like move clicks you do, and the moment you stop moving your keyboard, they're going to pop up ads. They're going to learn your...
It is very possible that is something that they're already working on. That's probably something that is on its way to the patent office.
Well, that is perfect for me, because then I will start playing all these games offline, and you can't show me ads.
Yeah, but they've already figured out how to remedy that. Where if you have not signed in like 30 days to like an online source for it to validate your key, you can no longer play the game.
That's fine. I'll sign in once every 30 days, and I won't play that day.
Again, dystopia. We're on the way.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, all kingdoms fall at some point. You get so greedy, you're gonna collapse. That's how it always works. You build your tower too high, and then it leans over and falls.
Well.
History has proven that happens regardless of what you feel about it.
I mean, it's true. It's true.
All kingdoms fall.
Nobody expects that they will be living in the decline. They will always hope to be living in the heyday, and here we are in the decline. Great.
Someone's got to do it.
Anyway. There's this last one, I guess.
Oh, yeah. This last one here. You want to talk about living in the heyday?
Go ahead.
You want to talk about the good stuff? The Stop Killing Games initiative over in Europe. They had its day in Parliament, and it went pretty well. You can watch it. It's a 45-minute Stop Killing Game hearing. Today we've had the opportunity to understand directly from organizers, experts, stakeholders about various challenges that arise when video games become unplayable after sale due to discontinued services or disabled access. This initiative highlights a real concern for millions, and as far as we understand from the presentations, probably hundreds of millions of European citizens, ensuring that digital purchases remain functional, that consumer rights are respected in the evolving digital landscape. Yes, when somebody pays for something. I bought a DVD or a VHS in 1990 something. The VHS degrades. Like, there's not much you could do about it. You can save it or copy it over or whatever. And you buy a DVD. You can play it as many times as you want at home. Even when they stop making that DVD, they don't come to your house and take it away from you. They don't.
That'd be weird.
They can't. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, we stopped producing these, so we're going to go ahead and take this away from you. You can't watch it anymore.
But it's my favorite.
I just bought it last week. Well, yeah, you should have bought it when it came out.
You know, one of the examples that this initiative used in court was Highguard. So that kind of is I bought it last week thing. Yeah, that's what they're talking about, though. So...
Yeah, if you bought a book in a bookstore, the publisher cannot come into your home and take it back. Books are a better example than movies. I bought a book from 1940 something.
I can still read it. You can't come to my house and take the book from me. Not yet.
Well, I mean, I was about to say, it's getting that way.
Yeah.
No shit.
Just take
How dare you be educated enough to read?
I don't like that book. so I'm going to pass a law so you can't read it no more.
Yeah. So same principle. You should not, at some point, especially single-player games or small co-op games, you should not be able to turn off the game and make it so that I can never play it again. Like, and I still stand by this Friday the 13th thing, man. It kills me. You should have just let me host it on myself. I also feel like
some things should be, like, if there's a purchase involved in it at all, if they're going to shut it down, they should have to refund that.
Yes.
It's like, okay, so you bought Anthem for $60 on day one when it came out, and you've played it, and we're going to shut down the servers and you can never play it again. I should get at least $40 back from that. Okay? Because you made me pay for a game that you were absolutely going to take away from me. There's nothing I can do. I can't even boot it up, like, offline and run around. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy. Like, nearly every time a publisher ends the support for a game, it disables access to the game in the process. Scott shared a startling statistic that showing out of 400 titles, 93.5% of them were disabled when support ended. This business practice is responsible for far more destruction to the medium than anything else by an enormous margin. You're right, which is crazy. I have Nintendo 64 games, people. I'm sure Baka has Nintendo games. They ended support of those things decades ago, and guess what? I can still play them. He can still hook them up and play them whenever he wants. Crazy, right? Wild? No.
Here's the thing, though, on this. Japan, like, there's a lot of, like, mobile games and stuff that Japan, and I think some downloadable games that Japan did years ago, that they only ever got on their side that we never got access to or anything, and a lot of people over there don't have access to anymore because it's become a lost medium, because at that time they didn't think about preserving any of the games. They were just kind of, we're just making a game, we're trying to make a profit. So there's people who out there now who are going through and trying to find like old cell phones and stuff for games at that time, for specifically trying to find games that are no longer available, just so they can preserve them.
Yeah, I know. Embracer Group tried to do that for THQ Nordic. Tried to do that for a while. Created the gaming library, was trying to get actual copies of like all the games ever made, like have a real library, like a museum of actual games made, like that you just can't get anymore, that are just gone, because some of them you just can't find anymore. You can try to recreate them, but
completely lost to time.
Yep. Which is sad.
Time destroys. Time ends everything, no matter what. That's the only absolute permanence in our existence.
I mean, unless you're Skyrim, in which case you're just going to continuously get re-released onto every single platform ever for the rest of existence.
Time will take you
I need my Skyrim on the mini fridge screen, okay?
It has to be there. I need to play it on my smartwatch right now. What happens if I have to go more than 5 minutes or 5 steps away from Skyrim? Well, that's wild to me that it is on everything. But
Skyrim tracks your steps as you walk in real life. In Skyrim.
To be fair, like, people have put Doom on everything as well.
Yes,
it's Doom another one of those
everywhere.
Games.
Doom everywhere.
I mean, there's people who put Doom on like a pocket calculators, and it worked. Potato?
Ooh.
Yep. So, that's so funny. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Well, I mean, it was an incredible game for its time.
That's true. Oh, man. I'm kind of sad Oak's not here to talk about it. He played Doom Dark Ages, but he said it was fun. I'm sure he would say more about it.
Yeah, I know, right?
You mentioned Doom, and it reminded me, and I was like, oh, he's not going to get to talk about that right now.
Is it time to talk about the things that we have played?
Yes. Sure. That was all the articles, so...
Yeah, that was it. Stop killing games, people.
Definitely stop it. I'm super glad that we did not opt into Anthem, because I would have been angry about that.
Games we have played this month. How far back do I want to go? That's April.
I mean, I can just look at my recently played, and that's pretty much the entirety of the last month for me.
I know, right? Let's see, April, this week. This is all April. Okay, cool. That's fine. Berglund Gnomes, Killing Floor, Shogun. I played Little Shogun. Expedition. I've only gotten to play Expedition 33 a couple of times. I'm still enjoying the shit out of it. Great game. Fantastic game. Better every time. I'll get to play more of it eventually.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about the gnome game a little bit.
I feel like we talked about that last time. I feel like we had started it right when, I don't know, maybe we didn't.
Last played April 9th. I played it April 9th.
Okay, fine. Well, let's go ahead and talk about it then. Maybe time's weird for me sometimes, so...
Yes, April 6th was the first time you guys played it.
Yeah, because Baka and I tried it out before the group of everybody tried it out. Although we were a lot more successful when the group tried it out. Baka and I should not be trusted.
Yeah, well, to be fair, our mistakes we brought over to help teach the other people of like, hey, don't get too close to the little Roomba.
Yeah, but then there was still a level where the Roomba ate literally all of us while we were trying to jump on it to save the person before us that had gotten eaten. Because theoretically, you're supposed to be able to jump onto the Roomba to turn it off, and then the gnome inside or gnomes can escape. But for some reason, I think it's because maybe it ate more than 2 people, and it was just they were on top of the on or off button. So if you tried to get on top of it to turn it on or off, it would also eat you. Definitely, it's a demo, so definitely something that they needed to work on. But yeah, that one was weird.
I mean, it was still kind of fun. Like, if it gets released with more stuff and maps and things like that, and it's cheap enough, it could still be like another little fun game to kind of, hey, let's play this tonight.
Yeah. One of our little Friendslop games, as we like to call them.
Maybe. It was okay. It needs a lot of work.
It does need it. There's definitely some things.
It needs a lot of work. It was a lot of jank.
Freaking arms. Yeah, there's a freaking arm jank in it.
Yeah, like the fact that you're like this, and then all of a sudden you can reach with your gnome arms, and they get freakishly long. Yeah. It's an interesting concept, but it definitely does need some work.
Yeah. We played Lethal Company. We played it again. Yeah. Not much has changed.
I like Repo better than Lethal Company at this point, because I feel like that was a good evolution and you can fight back better.
Yes. We have been playing Misery still a bit. I got some good time in that one.
That one's a fun game. I like... There's just parts about it that are just
style game.
Not important, but fun to me. So... Like, I think it's funny that they're all dude characters as default, and you'll just hear, like, this feminine cough or sneeze from somewhere that sounds like it's kind of behind you, but it's you. So it's like, we're always just like, oh, bless you. That's you. Stop it. It's funny, though.
Yeah, the sound in it needs a little work. I mean, on Star Wars Outlaw was like, I think that was probably one of my biggest complaints was some of the sound. They like even for a AAA game, it's just like, what the hell was this? Because it would sound like someone was like right next to you, and they're like on the other side of the base, like down below, and it's like,
yeah,
I'm trying to sneak around quietly, and I'm thinking someone is right there.
Yeah. You mean like in Misery when you turn on the microwave and you can hear it from like almost anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, why does it sound like I'm right next to it? It's literally in the bunker and I'm outside doing the gardening. What's happening here? Yeah, that one's fun. I've enjoyed that one quite a bit. And I know there's one that we're going to talk quite a bit about, so I just want to throw this one in here real quick. Bach and I have only played it just a little bit, but we were looking for something that the two of us could play together, since we finished Saints Row a little while ago, and we started up the Divinity Original Sin. I have not played that one, really. They did not do a very good job of telling me the context of the thing that I was saying. Because I'm playing what amounts to be as a paladin. And Baka talked to these two guard guys, and they were drunk. And they were like, oh yeah, we could definitely take you into town, and you can meet so-and-so, and all that. And I was like, the thing I picked said something like, we should sober them up first. I was like, we're next to the water. We're going to go and, like, push them in the water and be like, y'all need to step it up. You're on duty because I'm a paladin. No, that meant that we kill them. That was not made clear to me. And then immediately after, our characters are talking to each other, and we're both like, maybe we shouldn't have done that. That feels bad. Like, no shit. That is not at all what sober them up is supposed to mean on any planet. Now they're dead. They're not sober. They're dead.
They're not drunk anymore.
I guess. I did not like that.
Maybe you should pick your words more carefully.
I thought I was.
We should probably, I think, if I remember right, I think there is a mod that helps a little bit with that. Maybe we should try to find it and install it so that way it helps a little bit with those options.
Maybe so after that. I was like, now I'm just afraid to say anything, because, I mean, hello, sir, how are you? Might be like, I'm going to frickin' rip your head off. I don't know. I can't tell anymore.
How are you? Isn't it a good day for you to bleed?
Yes.
What?
Today is a great day is what you picked, and it carries on as you're actually saying it. Today is a great day for you to fucking die. Camp aggros. You're like, well, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Cool. But I just wanted we did not get to play very much of it, but I wanted to vent about that because choice games always kill me when that happens. Where it's like, y'all should make the context of what I'm about to say here clear if you're not going to give me the whole thing I'm about to say. Okay, do you want to talk about the other game now?
What was the other game? I mean, we played Headliners.
Headliners has been fun. We finally sort of figured it out how to play that one.
Kinda. We played Halo Reach with Snitty.
Yeah, we got to the end of that.
It was his first time. Yeah, his first time.
Yeah.
Playing it. That was pretty good. He enjoyed it.
So good.
It's somewhat, it's an incredible game. Absolutely incredible game. Let's see. We haven't played that one yet. The three of us have played Baldur's Gate. We're almost done with it. Got a few more things. Yes. This one is this next one that we're
the one that we're probably gonna play tonight. Yeah, that one. That's the one I was talking about.
Are we there yet?
Beep beep.
Red decided to go ahead and get it for us because he wanted to play it. He's been wanting to play it for a while, so he went ahead and got everybody a copy. That game is like it's built on jank.
Yes.
That's the best way that I could describe it, is that game is built on jank.
It's the fun Friendslop that's kind of jank, and sometimes that's the most fun.
I think it's built on jank on purpose, because holy shit, that RV is like so temperamental. One time you'll be pulling, and then it'll just fucking flip the
Yeah, because it's got a little winch cable at the front, so you can take your cable and tie it to a tree, and then somebody can use the remote to pull it. And there's also a winch cable in the back, so you can pull it forward or backward, whatever your need is in a certain situation. But sometimes physics is like, I don't apply anymore. Let's get wild. And then things start shooting out and bouncing, and it gets all crazy, and like, and it's
the friggin' RV just bouncing randomly.
It's, whoever's hosting the server has the most stable connection to it, which makes sense, right? Because that happens in a lot of games. So occasionally you have like a little desync that happens and stuff. But we were at one of the little gas stations, which is the checkpoints in this to get to the next area. And Chicken and I think Kat had run off down the hill to look for supplies, and Chicken's like, everybody look at the RV. And we're all like,
oh man, I thought I was losing my fucking mind.
Yeah, we're all like, what about it? It's still up at the top of the hill. What do you want? And he's like, you don't see what it's doing? He threw up his, shared his screen so that we could see what he was seeing. And it was literally just, bouncing on the ground back and forth like a basketball being dribbled. And Red was in the RV at the time. And Red's the host. And he's like, it's fine, you guys. I don't know what you're talking about. He finally looks at it and he's like, that's not what's happening for me. And then it started happening for all of us. It crushed Baka. He walked up there to get close to it.
My favorite part is when we were stepping up close to it, Baka's like, oh yeah, I wonder. And he went to jump on it, and that motherfucking thing launched him like a goddamn catapult. I just watched him go, oh yeah, boom, and just straight launches to the stars. I'm just like,
it's like Team Rocket.
Near that thing. What the hell? So what the
And got Kat too, but it didn't throw her up. It just crushed her.
Yeah, she walked up to it and just like I guess she tried to get on it when it was coming down, and it just smashed her. And I was like, oh god, I think I'll just let Red drive this thing around because
I think it ended up having to be destroyed so we could reset the checkpoint. So
well, we could just reload right there, but yeah.
But yeah, there is a fair amount of jank. Like, one of the things that I've been doing is there are snakes in the game, and the snakes will just jump at you if you get close enough and poison you. But I've been carrying around the little jack, the automatic jack that you can sit down and it'll lift up the van. And if you put it down on the snake's head, there's a 75% chance that it will just push the snake into the ground texture and it disappears. So I'm killing snakes that you're not supposed to be able to get rid of because I've kind of figured out how to game the system. Yes. I feel good about it though. I figured something out. Yay! But that game is very fun. I'm watching everybody be like, okay, now get in your seats. Everybody buckle up because we're gonna try this. It's super fun. It's been great. I like finding those kinds of Friendslops where it's like, yeah, the game is fun, but really what takes it up to the next level is how we interact with it as our group.
Yes, the game is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we're gonna play it tonight. I'm kind of excited. It'll be like our 3rd or 4th time playing with our
our 4th time, no, 3rd time.
There's lava involved now, so that's fun. That's fun. The last time we played, we ended up with the RV kind of stuck in this area over some lava, and Chicken had attached a winch to the front and the back so that we could, like, ideally we were going to try to, like, straighten it out, and I had the winch cable thing, and he was like, just keep pulling, and I'm like, are you sure about that? And then for whatever reason, the jank got me, and I was all of a sudden under the RV and into the lava, so it's like my final act in this life was holding the RV button while I was sinking in the lava and dying, because it's all I could do to help my team.
Yeah, well, because we were stuck out of like a little lip and whatnot, and I saw there was a post behind us, so I stuck the back to the post right there, and another one further up on a bridge in front of us. So my plan was to like lift it up and then pull it forward and set it down, which it did work. But because Griff, I guess I wasn't sitting or was
I was sitting in the passenger seat.
She was attached to it, then it must have been because you were attached to it when it snapped up.
It pulled me down to the base position.
To where and you just fell through.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it worked. It worked exactly the way we wanted it to.
Including my death.
That game is like the jank.
It's fun though. It's fun jank. It's not the kind that I get mad at.
Yeah. And of course, we've played Repo. Repo does not have very much jank in it, except for like the
some
horrible
of the
physics where some shit will just break, explode on you.
Oh, did that cup that you're holding look at the ground? It's smashed. Well,
yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Have you?
That ordnance you're holding barely touched the door. Boom, dead.
Yep.
Boom.
Yes. This Thursday they're coming out with their massive update. Big old cosmetic update, and I watched the video on it, and oh my goodness, it looks so good. Have you seen the video, Baka?
I think so. It's been a little while.
Oh, well, the new one that just posted today.
Oh yeah, that's right, because I made the comment about I wanted to be a wizard.
Yes, so you haven't seen the one for today.
No, I haven't.
Was that today? I think it was 2 days ago.
Oh, it might have been 2 days ago. But you are going to be playing for a long time to try to get the wizard outfit. First of all, so the way it works is, and I like this too, because this had so much more replayability and side objectives and attention to the game. There are 4 cosmetic tiers: common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare. And while you're going through the maps, you will find cosmetic boxes, and they will have the color of the rarity it is. And those boxes have health, like your semi-bot has health. You can give them health if you damage the box so that you can help keep them alive. How much are you willing to sacrifice to keep the box alive?
Yeah, but you don't even know that it's because what you get is a coin, and then it's like a gotcha.
Hold on, Griff. I'm trying to explain it.
I'm sorry. Keep going. My bad. I'm sorry.
Just taking your thunder, chicken.
I know, right? Trying to explain things, and she just jumps to the end. But yes, and the boxes change size. Like the ultra rare ones are huge boxes that are very heavy, so you're gonna have multiple people help carry it back. But you turn it in, and then the taxman gives you a coin based on what rarity it is. You take that coin back to the purchase center where it gets to a fight. One person can use the coin. One person can use the coin on the gacha machine, and that one person gets a cosmetic. Now, you don't pick it. It is completely random which cosmetic you will get. So, and we're going to have to take turns rolling the coins to get an item, and then you can get it. Now, they've made it so that you have hats, glasses, face, bodies, left arm, left leg, right leg, neck, pants. They have added a ton of customized options for yourself, and like I told Griff, I think there's like 150, maybe 200 different items that you can get. So
do the boxes like also count for your quota? Like, do they have a money value or no?
I don't think so. I think that
so if you load up your cart with just boxes, cosmetics,
you can't turn them. You'll have to take them back and set them off.
Interesting.
And then go look for items. Like, I like that. It adds so much more to it. The people over at SemiWork, the ones making Repo, definitely have done a great job.
I love it. It's
evolving this game. But for free, before any of that, and I know Baka's going to have fun with this one, is they made it so that you can customize the color of your semi-bot in all the different portions.
I think it's the main pieces. So it's like head, torso, legs, arms.
Left leg, right leg,
well,
right
yes,
arm,
you can color them independently.
You can color all the parts of your semi-bot independently.
Baka's going to look like a box of crayons threw up.
I am down. Like, you are more than welcome to. And for some of the outfits too, you can change the color of those. So if you wanted to be a blue wizard, green wizard, like, you can change the colors of certain outfits. Now some you can't, which is fine, but they've made it so that you, like, they have really gone as far as they can to give people as much customization for their semi-bots as possible,
which so cool.
I really like, and the way they've done it has added like some deep replayability. Not only are you just looking for trying to get your money, your quota for the day, you're trying to get cosmetics, and the cosmetic is the meta progression. As far as I could tell, you don't lose stuff. Like, once you unlock it permanently. Like, it's part of your account now.
Yeah.
So, like, that's good. I like the meta progression style for that. Like, you unlock it, you're good. So it's, every time you go into a game, you're trying to, I want a coin or two, because if you got 6 people and you only get 1 or 2 coins a night, man,
we're all gonna have to play it a lot more to get pretty.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna release a master list of items you can get, or if it's like people will have to put it together as.
I think they want people to put it together.
That's pretty cool too.
Exploration and kind of finding the stuff. It's like, yeah, I mean, they've showed off some of them, but I think they want people to be able to.
Well, it gives the community something to discuss and have fun together, posting their things to Reddit. I just got this hat and I've never seen it before. Look at this cool, outfit that I just found.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what we were talking about earlier too, is how you keep your community engaged in discussions and things like that. And I think this is pretty good too. I like it. I think it's going to be a good update, and they've added a ton of other stuff too. Like that, the cosmetic part is not the only part they're doing for this update. It's going to be huge. I can't wait to see my opinion about it next month.
Yeah.
When we do this show again.
Yeah, because we're definitely playing this Thursday when it comes out. We're going to try it out.
I have a feeling we'll be putting Friday some hours into it. Oh yeah, for sure.
So, because that's 2 different groups of people, to mix and match with. But yeah. I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, and before we are done, we also tried that went out last night that's on free weekend right now until the 9th or whatever it is.
No More Room in Hell 2.
Or no, just the weekend, right?
Yeah, just the weekend.
Yeah, we tried that out last night, and that's hard.
I like that game.
I'm not good at those kinds of games with mouse and keyboard, which is why I'm glad that I could do melee stuff, because that's easier than, for some reason, melee is easier on mouse and keyboard for me than shooting. I don't know, it's weird. But it doesn't have a controller support, so.
But it was a lot of fun. It's like a session-based Project Zomboid style game, where almost Left 4 Dead style.
It has like a roguelike element to it though, because when your operator dies, they're gone. Like you have to re-roll a new one, and the rolling thing is like that also makes it feel roguelike, because it's like, here are your 3 choices. This guy can carry stuff at the cost of his health being lower, or this one can hit harder, but it takes more stamina to hit with, or this one's good at headshots with rifles, but rifles have like a huge inventory demand, so like you can only carry a rifle and a couple other things. So like you get your 3 base things, and you have to pick from that, and then kind of go and hope that things work out with your build.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of game is right up my alley. It was difficult. It was high roguelike, randomized, and team based. Like it struck all of the nice parts for me, because it was a lot of fun. We almost beat the first map, but we died at the end.
It was raining zombies, okay, on me specifically.
Man, it was tough.
If you, as your survivor, die, a la Project Zomboid, you come back as a zombie. Not you. You don't get player control.
If you die infected.
Oh, is it just infected? I guess I was always infected when I died then.
Yes, if you die infected.
The infection works neat too.
Yeah, I like that too. It's really, really interesting.
Like, you start coughing and then hearing stuff, and you have to take these pills, which, like, the last one that we played on, I got infected fairly early, and so I was just, like, chugging pills for almost the whole runtime, because you have to, or else you keel over and turn into a zombie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, all around, that game was surprisingly fun. I mean, it ran a little rough on my computer for some reason.
I didn't have any issue, and our builds are so similar. I don't know why but I mean, that's happened before with me and you specifically, where it's like something runs fine for me, because that's how Cyberpunk did. I didn't have any issues my first run of that game, and you...
And I ran into several bugs.
Yeah. So. I don't know, man.
So it's just...
Sometimes they just like me.
It was good. It was good stuff. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I don't know if Baka enjoyed it. He's been...
silent.
I mean, there's some issues I have with it here and there, but, I mean, for the most part, it was pretty fun. It did remind me a lot of Hunt Showdown.
I have not played that, but you and Chicken both mentioned it, so I guess it is similar.
Yeah. Good vibes.
But yeah, I think, I don't know, especially on the casual difficulty, I think they need to maybe slightly tweak the amount of damage the zombies take.
I was talking to Chicken, and I think that the game is tailored for max party size, because it has that option that you have to opt out of, I think, to automatically join people in the same area as you. So I think the idea is that you are supposed to leave that on and be playing with near max party size the whole time. But I don't
think you're supposed to run around as a group of 8. And the way I attribute that is that it plays like Project Zomboid. You both have played that with us. You know those zombies aren't pushovers.
No.
You'll hit them. You cannot fight them standing like 1-to-1.
No, you gotta like move and fight.
Exactly. You've got to kind of kite, which we were doing. Like, we really started getting into that groove of being able to draw them back, swing, draw them back. And I was watching Baka use the kick feature far better. I kept seeing him do it, and I was like, oh, that's right. I got to remember to kick. I got to knock them down.
Yeah,
that's like once I figured out, like, because originally I was just tapping F just to shove them.
Yeah,
and then I realized that you could hold F and it actually kicks them, and I was like,
it does take quite a bit of your stamina.
Cool.
It does, but it gives you some breathing room.
Yeah.
I mean, plus that one character I have now has it's like, I'm gonna kick you on the floor. It's gonna do at least a little bit of damage
when you fall down.
Yeah, like I think it was really, really smart, because he would kick, and the moment I'd see him kick and knock them down, I would move up to start swinging on them on the ground, because, you know, like you said, it burns a lot of stamina, but he staggers them, and I would move forward. So you learn a little bit of team play and how to handle that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely needs to do team play, but I mean, I do think like when we were doing the casual, probably maybe tweak the zombies just a little bit.
So they're not
like
so
too much
detrimental. Like there was that one level that we played.
So tanky.
Yeah, the hospital one where we got just swarmed right out of the gate twice. That one was just not like there wasn't a real great way to approach that one, and they hit so hard, and there were so many of them that you couldn't do anything about it. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean maybe that was supposed to be a level for bigger characters.
I mean, I think if we did it again, we'd probably have a better handle on it. Or if we played with 5 people or 6 people, we'd probably be able to do it a little better. Which, to be fair, if we did that with like 6 people, we would split into 2 groups of 3 and run towards different objectives. We can watch everybody on the map.
We should probably wishlist that one and then wait for it to go on sale so that our Friday night group could play it because I think almost everybody in that lobby, with the exception of maybe Kat, would enjoy it. But Kat likes when she can melee. And that is a very viable option. She just have to do what I was doing for a lot of it, which is stand behind the people in front of you, and if anything starts getting past them, then you start whacking
or watch the back.
Yeah, watching.
That's
what I was doing. Is I was watching you guys because we'd be in a hallway, and it's like, okay, well, it's not wide enough for all 3 of us to stand together. I will stand behind them and make sure if they start separating and anything gets through, or if something comes up from the other direction. That's what I was doing for a lot of it.
Too was very nice.
Yes, because I definitely would have murdered y'all if there had been
I was
fire.
being so skittish at the beginning, but then it started. We realized there was none. I was like, oh, okay, good.
Yep.
Good. I like that.
The first time I hit Baka in the back and he didn't say anything, I was like, okay, it didn't hurt him. This is fine.
Yeah. I was definitely a fan. I enjoyed it, and it has been on my wish list for a little while. So.
Okay. Well, when it goes on a good sale, we'll probably.
Well, right now this is their good sale, and they're at 35% off, down from $30 to $20. So I think maybe a $15 sale, maybe you're gonna be pushing if you look for $10.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like
66.
We just know that we know financially what our group can and can't do, so we can keep an eye on it until that point.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's been fun. Yay, a fun month.
I've enjoyed it. Hell yeah. And I think that's it. That's all we got.
I think so. Baki, you have anything extra?
Yeah, what have you been playing? Anything extra?
Played a little bit of Marvel Rivals Friday since it was just me and Snitty.
Yeah.
I didn't do all that great because, I mean, rusty as hell. I couldn't, I was trying out some of the new characters that have come out since then. Elsa Bloodstone, Black Cat, and all them. I did okay with I can't think of her name right now, but the Fox lady that came out before Black
White
Cat.
Fox.
Yeah, something like that. And did okay healing with her. Absolutely was trash with most of the other ones that came out because I wasn't familiar with them at all.
You hadn't seen them be played.
Yeah, and of course, the standard of those games of people talking shit. It was like, or Elsa was trash, and it's like, dude, I have not played in months, and this is my first time playing the character, so fuck off.
Yeah,
but they want you to be perfect. If you're gonna play this game, you need to be perfect.
Especially when it's a thing of like, oh well, we're not even playing in ranked. We're just playing normal.
It's quick play, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, really. It's people like you are the whole reason I stopped playing League too, because you're just like, you're not familiar with the new character that just came out? Fuck off.
It's hours old. I can't believe you're not a master yet.
You're never going to be a Pokemon master that way. But after a little bit, we actually started to, we moved into when we started our own Baldur's Gate game.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I saw that and I was like, what is happening? That's got to be the most chaotic run.
So, the 2 people that have Lizelle
the 2 tieflings, yes.
Yeah, we killed them.
That's not surprising.
Snitty was in your party, I'm not surprised.
We're doing a semi-chaotic run. I think Snitty wants to actually spare the Grove this time. But for the most part, we're kind of being a little bit murder hobo-ish.
You don't say.
Murder hobo-ish.
Murder hobo and Snitty. Tell me a more
Murder hobo light.
Which is crazy to me that he loves Final Fantasy X, and that is so far
I
from
know!
a
Any
murder
other
story
game we try to play with him, he is so unserious about, but he loves one of, like, the biggest story games out there. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. I have no idea. My brain cannot comprehend.
But you know what? Idea. Well, I mean, you can't really be a murder hobo in that game, so, you know.
Given the option, he would, though. And then that would ruin the whole story of it, but, you know.
Well, then, what's his name? The main boss just wins, and then, you know, everything... I don't know Final Fantasy X story all that much, or the characters, so...
I have a book you could read that's very similar.
I mean, it's 10... Like, I have tried to play through many of the Final Fantasy games. Never actually finished a single one of them.
Shameful.
I don't know what it is about the series. Like, I play plenty of other JRPGs, and I've gone through and I've played them and I've beaten them. Final Fantasy, I just, somewhere along the way, I just kind of go, I'm bored of this. I'm going to move on.
That breaks my Final Fantasy 15 heart.
They're usually romance-style stories, too. And Baka does not come off as a romance
I'd argue
enjoyer.
15 is more friendship-based than romance, because the focus is on the 4.
Relationship-based, then.
Okay, but there's plenty of other ones that I've played that I have been perfectly fine with.
Which ones? Which ones are that deeply relationship-based?
Well, Suikoden has some romance.
That's more of a Pokemon-style collect them all.
Rude. I actually
look. It still has good story and romance.
I didn't say it didn't. I just said.
I mean, I'm fine with those kind of stuff, but for some reason,
specifically Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, just I'm not saying that they're like, oh, they're horrible, you should never play them. I don't know. I don't understand anyone who likes these things. I get why they're good. I get why people like them. I just get bored with the story.
I wonder if it's a similar
along the way.
I wonder if it's because a lot of them are paced similarly, and there's a point in the pacing where you turn off. Like, I wonder if we could aggregate all of the games, the Final Fantasies that you've played, and figure out where you've quit each of them, and see if there's like a connection for that. Because I do feel like a lot of them have very similar pacing structures. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you got a formula that works, you know, don't fix what ain't broken.
I mean, but it's also like the same thing, like the Kingdom Hearts. Like, I know a lot of people love the Kingdom Hearts series.
Fuck that game.
Fuck that series. I don't really care. Like, even in high school and stuff, I remember hearing friends going, you know, with the first one and stuff, going, "Oh, this is great. You should play it." I was like, "All right, I'll give it a shot," and I just started playing it. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, I like Disney characters. I'm not like super fanboyish about them, but I mean.
Well, y'all watched me play Kingdom Hearts and
begrudgingly.
Nope, will not do that again. Thank you. I'm glad that you all enjoy them. You can have it. Thank you.
Yeah, it also doesn't help that like the stories apparently are super fucking confusing because they're like, hey, we released all these games in really weird timelines, and if you want, well, I think they've got them all condensed now, don't they? Where you can just like buy.
Yeah, it's like Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 or something like that.
Yeah, where they change.
The Mega Collection.
It's that, like the whole story or whatever, like where you can actually figure out what the hell is going on without having to like. All right, we gotta like start comparing notes, and
you gotta break out the board with the pens and the red like string and all.
Yeah.
Well. Anything else? Are we gonna get out of here or what?
I mean, I guess if we actually have to and do adult things and be
Chicken's got to go wire up a whole new floodlight for us, so I mean he's not looking forward to it. But yes, go do adult things. It's
time.
Why
does he gotta wire that up?
Because I bought the stuff to put we had a floodlight out there before we built the addition back in 2020. That's right, 6 years ago. So I bought the stuff back in 2020 and was going to replace the light back in 2020. Yeah, and so I've been putting it off for the last half decade.
I see a pattern here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's time for me to go ahead and finish putting that together.
He's been working a lot this weekend. We poured concrete yesterday. unexpectedly spent a day and a half building a computer for
She unexpectedly
Foxy.
spent a day and a half.
Yeah, I was like, so y'all normally give us like a more of a heads up, kind of like, hey, we're gonna be building a computer thing, and I'm like, that was kind of
sudden. Yeah,
sudden.
I had been meaning to put it in there for a week, and honestly, every time I was at my computer to do so, it slipped my mind. So that was on me. But yeah, I thought she was not planning on staying the night on Friday night. She was planning to come over and have dinner and then have Chicken rebuild the computer for her and then take it home same night. And
see
that's never how that worked.
That was their original plan. And when she showed me the picture,
I did not look close enough at the part box that she had, okay?
She was like, here's the picture, because I was like, what am I replacing? Because I was maybe some RAM, maybe a cooler, maybe a CPU, something like that, which I could do in a short period of time. No big deal if it's something simple like that. And she showed me the picture, and it was a picture of a motherboard. And I was like, yo, dog, you want me to do that? That means I got to take every single thing out of this, which means we're going to clean the case as is. I gotta basically going from the bottom up. Yeah, this is not going to take a single evening.
Wow.
So
yeah, no,
if I would have had all the parts, I could have been done.
Well,
by, like,
it required a next day trip to pick up a cooler, a CPU cooler,
all-in-one liquid cooler.
Yeah, well, because nobody has anything else in town.
We had not sufficient enough, or
the back plate did not line up with the new motherboard.
The new motherboard had a rectangle, and hers was a square, and
yeah, hers was.
They were not friends.
X.
Yeah, I'm guessing she was trying to use her old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and nothing on the stuff that she had read insinuated that it would not fit that specific cooler. So.
Yeah, that's
but I mean, anytime that I'm replacing the motherboard, I am prepared to just replace the cooler and everything to that, because I have learned the hard way over years. It's probably not going to fit properly.
Well, you know what, Baka? I'll try to remember that for next time. But idealistic us got in the way, and we were like, okay, yeah, this is fine. I mean, to be fair, I had already been like, you're welcome to stay the night if you want. She's like, no, I'm good. This will be fine. I'm just going to drive all the way back. She lives like 4 hours away. So it's not like it's right down the road or anything. And then, yeah.
Yeah, she's 4 hours or 2.5 hours away, so she had to stay.
Something like that, yeah.
But that's fine. It's fixed. It's done. It's ready to go. She's running WoW again in high frames and fidelity. Loading fast.
So she should not lag during her raids. So that should be no
more of a thing.
Excuse.
I don't think it was an excuse for her to start with, but all right. Well, we're gonna get out of here so that Chicken can go do the grown-up stuff, and then we'll be back in a month.
A couple of days.
You're not allowed
until 2028.
No, we had to go to Home Depot today. We're going to fix it right now.
2030. Yes, I'm gonna go finish it right now.
Okay, so thanks for hanging out.
2027.
Click the like button and the subscribe button if you want to. I'm not going to pressure you. I don't care. I do, but I don't. And I think Oak is streaming every once in a while right now. Twitch.tv/MDB Oak Tree. Chicken's still got to get his whole stream thing. You know, part of the problem that's keeping it from working is probably that crock. I'm just saying.
Probably. It's too heavy.
It's too hideous. Anyway, so thanks for hanging out, and we will see you next month. I am Griff. That's Chicken and Baka, because they're not going to say their own names. Bye!
Well, I was waiting for Chicken's cue.
Y'all are the worst.
Bye!
Bye!
Look, it wasn't my fault.
Just say bye, Baka.
Fine, bye. Go away.
Okay.
Please hang up and try again.